like this, 'cause the music makes me high. And if I only got one more night, I'm gonna leave out a loud goodbye.
This gonna be the type
What
of
up?
night they
What
make
up?
movies
What up? It's your
about.
boy, Mr. Vaughn. Mr. Vaughn's channel, Sweatbox. We back. We live. We active here on the channel. Yes, indeed. You know how we do. Still dodging those digital jabs, baby. Let's talk House of the Dragon, episode 2. Man, HBO continues to just really deliver, really deliver, and a very Game of Thrones feel show in this Game of Thrones prequel. I mean, I say that to say everything that we loved about the original series is back. The intrigue, the great writing, the character development. It's all back. So at the end of the episode 1, we find out King Viserys has lost his wife and his new son, the heir to his throne, so he names Princess Rhaenyra as his heir, basically to spite his brother Daemon, who has the claim to the throne, insulted his brother's dead son by naming him heir for a day. And that was basically how the episode ended, with him naming Princess Rhaenyra, the heir, and everybody claiming fealty to him and her. So this episode starts talking about the crab feeder, which they mentioned a little bit in episode 1. They mentioned that more in this one, and the Valerians do. I always forget his name. Corlys Valerian. Thank you. Corlys Valerian. He's complaining to the king about how the scrap feeders hit the shipping routes and basically declaring war on the Seven Kingdoms. King Viserys won't respond. This is the small council meeting, and Princess Rhaenyra is there as the cupbearer, and she recommends sending in the Dragon Riders. Corlys Valerius was like, "Yeah, I'm with that. I like that idea." King Viserys was like, "Nah, I'm not risking open war over that." So Corlys reckoned he's offended by that. Princess Rhaenyra is then escorted out of the room because they're like, you're a woman, you're not supposed to be speaking up. But what you can do is go figure out who's going to be the replacement to this Kingsguardman one of the Kingsguard died. So she goes and picks the new Kingsguard, and she picks Kristen Cole, the dude who beat her cousin, her uncle, the dude that beat her uncle, Daemon Targaryen, in the joust last week. Kristen Cole is now appointed to the Kingsguard, and she picks him because he was really the only one with any combat experience. All the other candidates were just, as she called them, tournament knights. That's the only experience they had. So it was actually a smart call. She wants somebody good to defend her and her father. So picking him was good. We'll see where that goes. The whole time, it's been about 6 months since King Viserys has lost his wife, and Alicent Hightower has been keeping him company at the request of her father, Otto Hightower, and he's planting his seeds. But everybody else is like, "Hey man, the king, it's time for you to remarry, because you need to produce an heir, so you got to get remarried to do that." So then Corlys Valerian, in attempts to mend the fence after the falling out at the small council meeting, him and King Viserys meet, and he offers to have King Viserys marry his daughter. Her name. So King Viserys is interested, and then because his daughter's like 10 years old, bro. She's literally like 10, 12 years old, and they're walking through the garden on a date. It's so bad. It's so wrong. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is so crazy because really that's how it was in those times. But yeah, the whole thing is awkward. They're walking. She's asking him about dragons, and then she just comes out with, "Your Grace, it would be such an honor to join our houses, and I just want to let you know that I will bear you many children." And yada. And he's like, "Did your father tell you to say that?" He's like, "What did your mother say?" She's like, "I don't have to bed you till I'm 14. I'm like, "Oh, bro, this show is just the worst." It's just the worst. So then we see, you remember last week, it showed the scene of King Viserys having a little wound on his back from sitting on the throne, and then he got the wound on his finger at the end of the episode after he banished Daemon from King's Landing. So it shows this week that that wound on his finger is getting all black and rotted. So this dude, it was gross. He had to stick his hand in a bowl full of maggots so they could eat away the dead flesh. Oh, it was gross. It was very gross. The only thing worse, I mean, I don't even know what was worse, but the opening scene of the crab feeder, with his victims on the shore getting eaten alive by the crabs, that was bad too. There wasn't even any violence in this week's episode. That was it, and those was gross enough. That was really gross. The whole thing with him sticking his hand in the maggots, while he's talking to Otto Hightower about the proposition made by Corlys Velaryon, Otto's thinking like, where can I make my move? So then there's also a really good scene of Princess Rhaenyra talking to the Queen that never was, Princess Rhaenys, something like that. And it comes off at first like the Queen that never was, Princess Rhaenys is being hostile towards Princess Rhaenyra. I know I'm not saying these names right. You guys give me some credit. It's been 2 episodes, but the episode was very. I mean, the scene was very Queen of Thorns from the original series. Lady Olenna is who she reminded me of a lot. But she was actually trying to give Princess Rhaenyra some game. She was trying to tell her the men would rather see the city burn than watch a woman come to the throne. You've got issues ahead of you. And so she was trying to give her game on that. And then another scene that I was with. You cut to Alicent Hightower spending time with Viserys. He's showing her this whole little model of old Valyria that he's created. He's got a little dragon thing that breaks, and she gives him a new one. He's touched by that, you know. And after that, her father comes in, and he's like, "We got a problem." So he gathers the small council. And he comes to find out Daemon, instead of Daemon going back home like King Viserys told him to, Daemon went to Dragonstone and sieged Dragonstone with the 2,000 gold cloaks that he took with him when he left, and obviously his dragon. He's claimed Dragonstone. He's claimed himself Prince of Dragonstone, and he's gonna marry Misery, his little prostitute wife, side piece. He's gonna marry her, and they're pregnant. He sent this letter to Viserys saying all of this, and he's invited you to the wedding, and he stole a dragon egg. So it was a problem. King Viserys is hot. Otto's like, don't worry about it. I'll handle this. So he gathers up about 20, 30 of his best men, including Kristen Cole, and they head out to Dragonstone to face off with Daemon and his squad, which this is the best scene of the episode. They get there and they have the face-off on the steps of Dragonstone on the little Great Wall of China looking part of Dragonstone. And Damon's out there holding the dragon egg, just talking reckless, you know what I'm saying? Talking reckless. Otto's like, bro, you really gonna risk open war with your king? You choose violence right here, it might bring the death of your son and your wife and your son. And Daemon just pulls the swords out. The swords come out. Otto and his guys pull the swords out. It's about to go. Then you just hear, them is my dragon noises. Them is my dragon noises, son. Best dragon noises on the internet. Bet me, son. Anyway, so then Daemon's dragon comes over the mountain. Boom. Just like, what's up? We got a problem? Otto Hightower's like, put the swords away. Put the swords away. Now we good. We good. Then you hear again. You see the clouds moving, and then below the clouds, boom! Here comes Princess Rhaenyra on her dragon. It's hard. You're like, oh, Dragon Showdown, episode 2. Are we getting the Dragon Showdown? All right, okay. So bam, both the dragons land. Princess Rhaenyra comes off the dragon. She walks through the crowd. She walks right up to Daemon. She's like, "What are you doing, bro? You're doing all this theatrics. You've taken my home. This is my home." He's like, "You're not old enough for it yet. You know what this is my home." You taking my dragon? That's my dead brother's dragon egg. What are you doing, bro? She's just really and the whole. I love it because the whole conversation is in Old Valerian, and he's like, "Hey, man, my son should be able to have a dragon egg next to just in his nest, just like you did." She said, "Oh, you're pregnant?" He's like, "One day." And so his little side piece, she gets pissed and walks off. So Princess Rhaenyra is like, "Look, man, I'm the one you're mad at. Okay, he named me the heir. You wanted to get this over with, then just kill me right now and end all this madness. Just kill me right now." And Daemon's like, so she totally calls his bluff. I loved it. He throws the egg, she catches it, puts it back in the thing, and that's it. Just beef squash. 2 dragons come up. What's up? It's Otto Hightower with straight punk. And you could tell Otto was a little upset that he had to have that Princess Rhaenyra was the one that came and solved the problem. She gets back. And King Viserys is like, "You left? You totally disobeyed me." All that. It was. He said, "You can't risk yourself. You're my heir." And he's like, "I'm not really heir. I know you have to remarry." This is what Princess Rhaenyra tells him. "I know you have to remarry. It's okay." Because the whole time she's thinking that he's going to be marrying Corlys Valerius's daughter. Corlys Valerian's daughter. So then it comes time for him to announce who he's going to marry, and he announces he's marrying Alicent Hightower. Corlys Valerian's pissed. Princess Rhaenyra's pissed. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Alicent's like, "What? I didn't know. I didn't know about this." She's like, "I totally didn't know." And the whole time, Otto Hightower's like, "Good, good," because he set the whole thing up the whole time. He was one who was sending her to the cat. It was so. Otto Hightower think he's slick. So anyway. Now Corlys Valerian, feeling slighted and disrespected by the king, he goes to Daemon. He's like, "Look, let's me and you team up. We'll handle this crab feeder dude, and then after that, we handle your brother." And then the last scene was showing the crab feeder on the beach in his little. This is it, man. This is a really good episode. This show, I'm so hooked on this show. This show's so Game of Thrones. I'm here for it. House of the Dragon. Let's bring it on. What did you guys think of this episode? Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Click those notifications so you know when we upload. Check out the travel vlogs, man. I'm headed back to Vegas next week. I might even do episode 3 review from Vegas. We'll see how it goes. But make sure you check out the travel vlogs. Sweatbox Travel is official. Let me book a vacation for you, man. Until next time, you know how we do. Peace. 100. Yo.
I'ma go to the ends with you. I'ma go to the end with you. I'ma go to the end with you. I'ma go.